Your brain isn't the problem, the way you have been taught to use it is. Why is that toppers can remember complex answers instantly while you blank out on the basics? 90% of the students rely on repetition only, the slowest method of memorization. But memory athletes and top students use memory hacks that boost recall by 400%. In this video, we're going to learn about how a three brain based memory hack that feels like cheating but aren't. Your textbook is killing your memory. The powerful shortcut even teachers don't know. Okay, and even you might not be knowing. So, if you've ever sat in a book and hours only to forget in the next few days, you're about to find out what school never taught you about memory. Okay, so I have breaking this down into a simple mind map about so that you can get the entire glimpse of it. So let's get to the mind. So okay, so first I will be telling you about the problem and the concept and the solution for this. And then if you complete it till the end, I have something special for you. Okay, so let me tell you about the problem. There are two problems which you might face. Okay, so let me tell you about the problem. The first problem is you are struggling to remember important info. Okay, you are struggling to remember important information. Then this is the video for you. Okay, just see the video till the end because I have something special for you. Okay, because when you read you forget key important in the exams. If you are this person, then you just need to see this. You read but you forget, keep on reading the exams. Okay, I repeated this. Okay, you feel overwhelmed by the huge syllabus and lack of effective strategies. Okay, if you are feeling like the syllabus will never end in like subjects like history, mostly the 14 chapters, right? It won't end, or something which you feel in geography or science too, whichever you're unable to memorize, whatever. If you feel like that, then this is for you. And even the second problem which you face, stress from poor memory retention. If you are not able to retain information, if you're having stress from that, forgetting crucial details and pressure, like you are able to remember answers during the normal days when you're in the home or anywhere, but when you're in the exam hall, you forget the information. Okay, if you forget that, and let me tell you. Second one is anxiety. When it's time for the exams, you feel like you don't have retained anything, like you don't remember anything. Okay, now let me tell you what is the concept behind this. Okay, concept. The first one is conventional memory techniques don't work. Like you are just like, I know what you do. You'll read a textbook, then you'll write it once, then you'll remember it, then after again you'll revise, but that afterwards, after some time you'll forget it. Okay, that won't work. So techniques are outdated and ineffective. It's like, I'll give you some example. It's like putting what will happen if you put a 5G SIM in a 2G phone? Tell me what will happen. The 5G SIM is like 5G SIM is the newly updated portion which is coming in, and you are still in the 2G phone. What will happen? What will happen to the phone? You just think what will happen to it. Okay, you just think it and keep it in your own minds. If you want, you can share it in the comments. Okay, let me tell you the second concept. The second concept is the science of memory. Now, the science of memory is you need to understand how your brain retains and recall information. Okay, you don't even need to understand, you just need to implement it. The concept of active recall is more effective than conventional methods. And this is more like, this is everybody knows it, but I'm going to actually help you implement this. Like you can even track every chapter, every line, every page of a history textbook, geography, science too. You will have the ultimate tool which you can implement. Okay, and let me tell you what is the solution for this. Let me tell you three hacks. Okay, there are three hacks in this. The first hack is power of space repetition. I know most of you will know this. Like I'm going to tell you about space repetition, then visual memory tricks. This most of you know it, right? I know it. Most of you know it, but I'm not. I'm just giving you knowledge. But how to do it? I'll tell you how to. You can just automate all of this. You don't need to do. I'm just giving you knowledge right now, but I want to implement this. Like I told you before, you can track everything. You can do everything, and you will have very less pressure. You don't need to do it manually. You don't need to think like, what should I revise? Space repetitions, you need to think like you need to think like, after this, when should I revise this answer? You need to think from your own brains, right? So when you do this, so I'll tell you how to do that automatic. You can automate all your vision, planning, everything. So space repetition, deriving content and enters in long term. Cramming in the 95 exams isn't working in the long run. Okay, so don't cram it. If you're cramming, then just stop it because that's not going to work. You can use images. Okay, visual memory, you know all of this. I know most of you know all of this, like planning images, active recall, also reading. You need to retrieve information. Okay, I know most of you know all of this. Now let me tell you about something special. Now I have something called as the Memory Mastery Launchpad. Okay, this is a free webinar which you can join. Link is in the description. I'll tell you more about this. Now let me tell you. You don't need a better brain to remember. You just need a better way to train it. Okay, Because if you are, even now you're studying from your notebook and you're not able to retain anything, you need to change your game. You need to change your techniques, because everyone wants to grow, but nobody wants to change. That's a big problem. Everybody wants to grow, like everybody wants to improve their marks, everybody wants to do everything, but nobody is ready to change. That's a big issue. So what I wanted to do is, there is a free webinar, link is in the description, so you can join it. Okay, this is the hack for today. So your future self will remember this moment if you just click on the link and get into the webinar. So we'll know exactly what you should need to do, and I'll give you the study system as well. Okay, so all the best and see you in the next video.